Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Let's do that again. That was a good angle. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So unfortunately, I had to go back to being dislike again. Earlier today, I was in a good mood. I kept saying Peter like show. Unfortunately, my sleep deprivation is catching up with me. I had gone to a church event, and I left my backpack with my camera at the event, and so I'm using the webcam on my computer to record this. But I wanted to do a live video anyway, so it's not the end of the world. But that's the kind of stuff that sleep deprivation will cause for me. I know exactly where I left the bag, actually. I was hoping this girl would sit down next to me, and so I moved the bag under the table. I had an idea that I might forget it, actually, so I kind of reminded her, okay, don't forget the bag underneath the table because it was out of view. And I still forgot it. I do that a lot, actually. To give you an idea of how much I make that kind of mistake, if I go to a restaurant and I need to charge my cell phone and the outlets are away from the seat, usually I'll just stay there for like a minute or two while it charges so I don't forget. I cannot trust myself. The other thing I sometimes might do if I really need to leave the phone away from view is to jot down some notes like don't forget your phone. Sometimes I'll even write it on my hand if I have a pen on me. Don't forget, phone is near, whatever. And where it gets really funny is if I then have to see somebody and I have to wash it off. But I do that a lot, actually, and especially when I'm sleep deprived. Sleep deprivation is almost like a loan shark. You borrow time, get yourself sleep deprived, get your stuff done, but you got to pay it with a huge amount of interest because you forget stuff, you make mistakes, and it almost feels like borrowing from a loan shark, except you're borrowing time. It's so weird. And yet, the more you borrow, the more you have to keep rolling over that debt just to stay ahead of the game. And right now, I'm in a massive amount of time debt with my sleep deprivation, unfortunately. It really does feel like that, by the way. Skipping your sleep is the equivalent of taking a payday loan on your time. It really is. Unfortunately, it's very easy to get stuck in a cycle like that. All right, today is Father's Day. Now, 15 years ago, I donated some sperm, and I wonder if my children are watching me on the Peter Dislike Show tonight. So I'm going to wish myself a happy Father's Day. Now, every time I think about my children, in my mind, they are half Polish because I used to have a huge crush on Alicia Janazi, the first place winner of Polish Idol of season one. And so I can just imagine a Polish single mother raising my child. That's how I often imagine it. And Poland is full of single women for some reason. It's a very acceptable to be single there because my understanding was that after World War One, when a lot of when there was a huge gender imbalance, it became very popular for women to be single, and I thought about my children on multiple occasions. It's probably not a Polish child, obviously, but in my mind, that's how it plays out. Uh, it could have been your kid at the when I was doing. No, he was only 5 years old, roughly. I don't know if they store sperm that long before using it. I don't think the child was Asian either. But earlier today at the park, I was recording a Peter Dislike show, and I said dislike quite a few times. And there was this kid at the park, and his mom got very upset after I had finished recording. The mom said, "That was very inconsiderate of you." And I said, "Well, what happened?" And the mom said that I'm here with my son. He's with his friends, and you're talking loudly about disliking people. Can you find a better place next time and keep it down a little bit? Because I was really proudly screaming, "The Peter Dislike Show," and waving the dislike finger. And unfortunately, dislike has been almost a cuss word. Uh, ever since YouTube got rid of dislikes. Um, and so anyway, I hope to catch some sleep. Fortunately, tomorrow is Juneteenth. 2 years ago, I was very upset that they added the Juneteenth holiday because I'm not against the concept of Juneteenth. Don't get me wrong. I love what it stands for. What I really dislike is being told what day to take off. I'd rather choose what day I want to take off, right? I'd rather we get rid of all the holidays, Christmas, Memorial Day, whatever, 4th of July, even, and just give us 10 days to take off whenever we want. I'd rather it be that way because I think I could choose the days I want off more so than the general public. I'd probably take off a day every time we had an eclipse. I probably take off a day for my anniversaries and various events. And when I'm depressed about losing my appetite, I'll definitely take a day off, right? But unfortunately, this time around, I really need the day off, so it was very convenient this year. But like I said, I have a huge amount of sleep debt that I get to pay off tomorrow. It's gonna be a big relief when I get my statement tomorrow and it says 0 on it for the first time in many, 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 many weeks, right? Um, so that's good. I wonder if I often watch the Dave Ramsey show, and he talks about getting out of debt. Right? I wonder what Dave Ramsey would say about time debt, right? About when you get yourself sleep deprived, and you have to and then the next day you're making a lot of mistakes, right? And then you stay up to correct those mistakes. It's like a loan shark, right? I wonder what the Dave Ramsey method for that would look like. I really do. I really wonder. I wonder what Peter Schitt would say about this as well, right? Anyways, anything else I should talk about? I'm kind of excited, but also saddened at the same time to see this buying opportunity in precious metals. Right, silver and platinum taking a big nosedive. I want to buy some, but at the same time, I like my bismuth too. Right, I'll probably take a break from bismuth to catch up on precious metals. I need to take a break from making the art anyway, so maybe I shouldn't buy so much to tempt myself. Right. All right. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Let's do that again. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum bum